Hey y'all, I'm Jerdy, and in this video, we're going to talk about two big things that are going on in Season of Discovery. Those two big things being the whole mega server drama that we're having to deal with now, and getting a PTR for Blackwing Lair and Zul'Gurub. So let's first talk about the mega server stuff, or the new servers, or are they new servers? We don't know. I don't kind of understand why we're doing this so early. Were they anticipating the war within taking out a lot of people? Because right now, as I'm logged in, there are 5 layers on Crusader Strike still. I don't think we're having that much of an issue. And somebody brought in Terramoose while we're trying to farm our weapon skills here. Wouldn't be classic without that, right? But what's really frustrating about this is that so many people ask the question that we're all asking. Are these current servers or are they new servers? And it says Origin Realms, right? They keep talking about Origin Realms. And a lot of people on the forums kept asking that same question. Are these new servers or the same servers? And when they replied, they didn't answer the question. And I don't understand why they're not answering that question. That's the question that everybody was asking, and to me it just feels like they don't have the answer yet. They have not decided, are we doing new servers or are we using the most populated of each server for NA, Wild Growth PvE, and Crusader Strike PvP. Here are the most updated reports from Ironforge Pro on the servers, and you can see Crusader Strike and Wild Growth are doing fine, right? Lone Wolf not as well, and then Living Flame not as well, right, as Lone Wolf. Now, we can make an argument, maybe Lone Wolf and Living Flame can merge, right? That would be 15,000 people, more than Crusader Strike and more than Wild Growth, or open transfers to Crusader Strike for anybody who wants to go there. But are we going to create a new PvE server when Wild Growth is the only PvE server? Why make people leave? I guess it's fair for like trying to get your name that everybody has to risk it, but I don't know. I don't understand why right now, when it's like a couple days already into the war within and it doesn't really seem like it's affecting the player base. Maybe they really over anticipated the war within taking players from SOD, or maybe it's just too early to tell if players have left for retail from SOD. But I don't know, if this is a new server, I'm just really not a fan. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below, because to be honest, I've been on Crusader Strike since launch. My biggest fear, I forgot to bring this up actually, my biggest fear is not really my name, but it's if my guild is going to transfer to the PvP server, is that going to be faction locked too? Am I going to risk losing half my guild members, or maybe myself? I don't make it in, but everyone else does. Like, that's the risk too. Why would we risk that? We're just gonna go to the PvE server then and make sure we can play with everybody. Again, it just doesn't seem smart to do this right now. And if the idea is that they think people are gonna stop playing, why don't you just promote the game more or make it more accessible for people to keep playing? Give us an incentive to come back if people are not playing. Again, like I talked about though in a few videos back, I gave the devs grace because they are handling 4 different versions of the game, right? And I know that's really stressful because I know people in Cataclysm right now are begging for an update with Firelands. But I feel like this server consolidation thing is not the right move, at least right now. And then the next thing I want to talk about is the PTR for Blackwing Lair and Zul'Gurub. Why are we doing this? People seem to be pretty hyped about this, but I was always hyped about not having PTRs and learning from the raids, right? Like learning as you walk in, what is this raid like? I really feel like this is not in the spirit of Season of Discovery. When it comes to stress, I'm going to feel a lot less stressed because, people like my good friend Jordy will have their guides out already, which makes my life easier, right? As a raid leader. But the whole point of Season of Discovery is to discover, to go back how it felt going into an MMO and going into a raid not knowing what the fights were. It just doesn't feel like this is in spirit of SOD. I feel like over time we keep going to what we want to do with meta builds and what the meta gamers want. And I mean, I'm a parser, right? I'm rank 10 right now as a prod paladin, but I just still like the spirit of discovering, and I really feel like this is not at all in that spirit. Again, I'll probably be a lot less stressed as a raid leader since I'll know what to do for the fights, but it's also like, damn, well, I'm not discovering, I'm discovering the PTR, And before I hear just don't do the PTR, please don't make a dumb comment like that. The idea is that everyone's on the same footing, right? If the information's already out, you're not discovering. Someone already knows it. So that's just a non-argument. I'm just going to try to beat some of y'all out of the comments with that. But again, you know me, I talked about it a couple of videos ago. I'm not a negative Nancy. I don't want to be negative. I get that the devs are working on 4 versions of the game, so PTRs help them understand what to do. It's just not what I'm a fan of when it comes to Season of Discovery. But a lot of this, and think about this with the positive, positives. They're going to take the positives and the negatives of SOD and put that towards Classic Plus. We've already been confirmed that this is the beta ground for Classic Plus. We kind of knew that, right? But the devs confirmed it in that last interview we saw. So I'm just giving the devs the benefit of the doubt that they're going to learn from their mistakes and learn what went well and what didn't as we prep for the rest of SOD and Classic Plus in the future. But that's it for me, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about these topics in the comments below. Are you a fan of any of these changes with the mega servers or the PTR for raids? This next thing's really important. I'm gonna make this fast, not to ramble. In regards to my Twitch, one, you're gonna see me streaming less just to balance out my life with work and everything else regarding content creation and my family and health and whatnot, because I've been eating pretty unhealthy lately. But in regards to Twitch, I've had to ban a couple of people lately because their new accounts created, and I've run down of my past on Twitch. My middle school students have found my Twitch before. I had to ban like 100 people because they're my students. I just, it's just inappropriate, right? And then recently, unfortunately, I had a weirdo come into my stream and successfully DDoS me, and it's just unfortunate. So I have to be really paranoid, I guess, to keep myself safe. So if you make a new account to follow me on Twitch, you have to just let me know somehow, right? Like, hey, I'm so-and-so on YouTube, I'm fine. Like, don't ban me. Or if I already banned you, because I banned some people recently that were like suspicious accounts, just let me know. I feel bad, guys. It sucks that I have to do that, but just I have to be in the tail's attention if you're creating a new account to follow me on Twitch, because I really appreciate that. I don't want to ban you if you're a supporter of mine. But as always, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for saying hi, and I will see y'all in a future video.